was King Edward I, he wanted a safe path and was on his way into the Tower of London. Because rather than travelling through those narrow, somewhat dangerous streets, he decided very intelligently, I think, to use the River Thames as his highway. So at high tide, folks could come down the River Thames, fly up, and load their cargo safely. Which is why this gate always used to be called Watergate. We don't like to talk about things like that. Why, luckily, it was renamed Traitor's Gate during the Tudor period due to the large numbers of alleged traitors set to come through the gate behind me. Among them, no less than 4 Queens of England: Queen Anne Boleyn, Queen Catherine Howard, Lady Jane Grey, and the young Princess Elizabeth. Because they would have come down the Thames from their trials places like London Guildhall or the Palace of Westminster. They would come up the stairs to my left and been met at the top by the yeoman jailer with his axe already in his hand, ready to go. The direction of that blade would have told the Yeoman Warders whether that person was simply a prisoner or whether they were about to lose their heads. We would then take the upper lane into the dungeons themselves, there to await their fate. Now behind you there on my right, that is the Wakefield Tower, so named after William de Wakefield. He was a former constable here at the tower, but it also pays reference to the Battle of Wakefield during the War of the Roses. Because after that battle, hundreds of Yorkist prisoners got crammed into that lower dungeon and simply left to die in the most appalling conditions. At a later stage of the same War of the Roses, it's reported by tradition that Henry VI was murdered in the upper chamber of that tower on the 21st of May, 1471, being stabbed to death whilst going about his prayers in his own private chapel. Now, Henry VI is remembered as the founder of Eton College, Windsor, and King's College, Cambridge. So even now, on the anniversary of his death, provosts and students from those 2 great schools of learning come into the Tower of London. We hold a short service in there called the Lilies and the Roses. That's because they laid posies of white lilies for Eton and white roses for Cambridge. They tied the bouquets together in ribbons of college colours and then placed them on the spot up there where he fell. The flowers stay there for 24 hours and then they're taken away and burned. Next door to the Wakefield Tower, though, perhaps the even more bloody tower! Said like that. It's fun. Some people jump, and that makes me laugh. And because we used to have the far more boring title of the Garden Tower. It's garden with plants and flowers and trees. Oh yeah, boring, mate. Get back to the bloody guts! Which is why Elizabeth I renamed it the Tower of Blood, or the Bloody Tower, to commemorate some of the tragedies that have happened in there. The most famous of which must be the alleged murder of the 2 boy princes in 1483. As King Edward V and his younger brother Richard, the Duke of York, were staying in that tower under the so-called protection of their uncle Richard, the Duke of Gloucester. However, those 2 boys, who were just 12 and 9 years old, were then allegedly smothered to death. Their bodies bundled down the stairs and then buried quickly under a pile of stone. The next day, we believe they were moved by an unknown priest to a secret block beneath the wooden staircase on the south side of the White Tower. Because that's where they remained for 191 years, until working in 1674, they discovered a chest. Upon opening that little chest, rather than finding some long lost treasure, they found the skeletal remains of 2 small boys. Now the experts of the day declared that they were indeed those missing princes. So on the orders of the king, they were moved from here, across London, to Westminster Abbey, reinterred in Innocents Corner, and that is where they remain to this day. Been lots of different thinking on that story. You need to make up your own minds. What really happened there. However, before we move on, I would like a show of hands, please. Hands up if you're a visitor to London. Tourists. We get a lot of them here. I don't know quite what it is, but it is largely keeping me in a job. So happy days. However, it bothers me because you're all away from home, and it probably means you'll be unable to attend your normal churches or places of worship this week. So I think it's only right of me, as an utterly dedicated, super professional Yeoman Warder, I now share with you a short Bible story to alleviate that problem. Then we'll carry on the rest of the tour, alright? So what I've done for this one, I've gone back to my days at Sunday school and I've picked my favourite Bible story. And it's the story of Moses. Now, when Moses got to the Red Sea, it parted in front of him. Works every time, mate. Come on, let's go.